All right, well, what we got here is a case and a motherboard combo that is old and I want to try and sell it. And if you stick around, what I want to do is go through the parts list and see if you can guess before the end of the video what I want to try and sell this for, or what you would sell it for. That's actually what I really want. I want to know what you would sell this for, and I'm going to list all the parts here in just a moment, but I just wanted to kind of start off the video here. We got the motherboard already installed. I got a power supply here that we're going to be putting in, and yeah, and then we're going to test it out. Now, this heatsink that's on it is not compatible with the processor, so which means it's a K version processor, but with a stock Intel heatsink on it. And I realize that we're going to test it out maybe anyway, just to see how long it takes for the thing to start overheating. And then we're going to stop, but I'm going to let the new owner, when I sell this, take care of that. Now, this does have still roughly 11 and a half months left on Windows 10. Otherwise, you can run Linux or another program after that if you really want, not a program, but a operating system, if you really want to keep this thing running. Let's cut to commercial here, and then I'll tell you what's going on here. All right, back from your short commercial, and I'm just kidding, it's just that short intro of mine, other than the ads that roll. Sorry, I can't control them. But what we have here is a case. This is the Aero Cool case. Now, I'm sorry, Carrie, if you are watching this. Carrie Holzman did give this to me, and it's just a case that I no longer need or want. It is a cheaper case. I hope he doesn't have bad feelings about it. I'm going to try and sell it the way it is. It's just a case I just don't need. It's not, you know, it's a cheaper case, but I'm still very grateful for everything that he's done for me. This is the Aero Cool case. I'm going to list all the parts here shortly. We're going to get over to the computer, but I still want you to keep in mind, what would you guess that you would sell this for if you had it and you wanted to sell it for? So with that case, we have a Asus, for the motherboard, this is an Asus Z170 Pro Gaming motherboard paired with a 6700K processor. And that's the top of the line processor for this era. We just have an Intel stock cooler on it, very cheap. We have 16 gigabytes of G.Skill Ripjaws, and it's only the F4 2400 for speed, so it's nothing special. I think it's the 19200 or something like that. No graphics card. There's no graphics card going in this. We do have a 512 gigabyte Western Digital NVMe in there, and we're gonna, for the power supply, this is going to be the NVMe. This is gonna be a 500 watt. This will be great for, you know, some of your cheaper cards out there. You can even play light gaming on it. So anyway, this is a 80 plus rating EVGA, and this one is a returned, by the way. So we're gonna make sure that this thing works, and hopefully I don't blow the system up and then I lose all the money. We'll go ahead and test it out and then check out the pricing last, but you know, I'm sure if you want to go ahead and check this pricing, I'm kind of curious if we're going to come up with the same pricing as if you were to sell it. So that's my goal. I kind of just want to see your opinions, and please leave them down in the comment. And while I'm talking about it, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified for any future updated videos that you can watch. Give this thing a thumbs up, please. It'll help the channel. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. No tape. And I never opened this, by the way. I got this probably over a week ago, and I never opened this. This is not modular. It does not look like it was installed. And we get our power cable, and we do get the screws. Beautiful. So that's what we were looking for. I will just come forth and show you the actual power supply, because this is, like I said, a returned power supply. And you can see from the threads in here, it really doesn't look like anything was screwed on it. Again, this is just a 500 watt. Nothing special, but we do have our on-off switch. So we'll put it in the off position. There's the front of it. And we get all of our cables. I wish they would have braided this because this looks a lot nicer. But either way. All right, so to put this one in, it looks like we got to do it from the rear of the case. Want the fan down. Let me get this guy out of the way. This is, I think for the RGB, there's an RGB strip on the front of the case. We're gonna go ahead and set this in here. I say we're gonna set it in here. There we go. This is so tight. Didn't think it was gonna fit for a second. All right, we got that in there. Go ahead and get our screws out here. Let's get our power supply lined up again. Oop. I'm a little shaky. Why am I shaky? Okay, kind of tightened it down. I shouldn't have, but that should be okay. There we go. Yeah, I just had to slide it over just a little bit. And now I got to deal with this rat nest back here. And we're just going to bundle up most of this except for the CPU, which is this guy. I need the CPU to, uh-oh. Hope I can get it through there. That's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. Oh man. I'm gonna have to take this motherboard back out just to get this through, I think. Give me a minute. I think I'm gonna try to finesse it, but ooh, did I get it? Ah, barely got it. I did get it. But now I need to get a second one. Oh man, that is such a tight squeeze. Okay, so now I've got to get those plugged in somehow. Hey, don't mind me. I'll be right back. Let's get our 24 pin here. I believe we're gonna come right through here. There we go. We heard the audible click. The rest of this mess back here can get bundled up, shoved in here, zip tied, shoved in there. I'll strap these down with a few zip ties and that'll be good to go. But before I even do that, that'll be off camera. And then I just knock my screwdriver over. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing powered up and connected. Nope, gotta turn the power on. So far, so good. We have our lights, our fans spinning. That's good. We did get a post. And now we're getting into Windows. Okay, guys, here we go. We are going to start this test and let's see what kind of temperatures we get right away. We're just gonna do the stress test and whatever the standard is, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so our packages here, we can see our core temperatures and we just wanna see what's gonna happen here. That's it. With the stock BIOS, no settings increased. Right now, we're running at pretty good temperatures in the low to mid 70s. This is our max right here. You can see where we started out. Look at this, 20s. That's crazy. Now, it sounds like our fan is running at max RPM right now, just an FYI. We are approaching 85 degrees Celsius, but I kind of wanted to do this also just to test to make sure this thing can kick up and ramp up and create some heat. And no instabilities within a minute or so. But I'm pretty impressed with this stock fan. We're only at 85 right now, it just hit. 85 degrees. Now, of course, this panel is open and ambient temperature in here is about 70 to 71. Now the time was about 9:17 when we started. It's 9:18, so we're over a minute now into this, but we're approaching 96. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna stop it. And let's just stop the test. And we should see those temperatures, yep, come right back down. Now, it is designed to go wherever it's designed to go to, and then thermal throttle. But I'd say that's almost a 2-minute test, maybe a minute 40 to a minute 50. At minimum. We did create some heat in here. I can feel it. Now, of course, guys, this was with the stock Intel. This is not with liquid cooling. This is not with a tower cooler. It's just with a stock heatsink. So just keep that in mind, that went almost 2 minutes before it was into the high 90s. All right, so let's get over here and look at those prices. And what did you guess, or what would you sell this for? I want to go through the prices, and then I will kind of divulge what I want to sell this for, what I think it could be worth. Maybe I'm way overthinking it. Maybe I'm asking way too much, or maybe not enough. I want you guys to put in the comments down below what you think you would sell it for and what you think of what my price is. All right, so I'm getting all my prices from Amazon Direct, and then I'm using Camel to get the lowest price. So I'm effectively going by the lowest price that it ever was, but I'm also including some extreme discounts just to get rid of this. So I don't want to ask for a lot of money for this, knowing that it's only going to be good for less than a year. So we start off with the case. It's not available on Amazon, and you can see the reviews. It's a cheaper case, but anyway, if we go over to, I don't even know what the prices were. You know, I guess, yeah, it doesn't even look like you can find a price on this, but you can get it in a different, I think if I went back a page, I think you can get this in like a more of a mesh front, but it costs more. So anyway, if we go to that, it says out of stock on Amazon. This is Camel. You just grab the URL up here, go to camelcamel.com, and you paste the URL right up top here where it says find Amazon products. And then you hit enter, and you can see the history of the pricing. I have no idea why it went up to $110. I guess they were just about sold out. They're like, well, let's make some more money. You know, and oh, what's this? What's this 90? Anyway, the cheapest it was $38. That's what I think I put $37 down, but I'll show you the pricing afterwards. So we got 37. Then we go to our next one. We have this one, $188 on Amazon, but what was the cheapest? We go over to Camel, and look at this. They want $456. I don't care if it's obsolete anymore. Oh, that's so ridiculous. But the cheapest it ever was $130.60. So I took $130. Then we have the CPU, the 6700K, $150 on Amazon. That is outrageous. And we go over to Camel, and look at the highest price it ever was. I mean, that's back when it, you know, first came out, which is whatever. And it's like at this price, I don't know what's going on there. Obviously, we're only looking at this. We're not even looking at used. I guess you could put it on here and used products. I could have went off of that too, but I did not do used prices, and that's my fault, but we can look at that. Anyway, this is $271 new at its cheapest. Then we go over to the Ripjaws, and $35. And what's it on Camel? We have $35. So what I did is I took all those low prices, I put them into a notepad here. So the case 37, motherboard 130, CPU 271, power supply is not in there, but I bought it for $35, and that was a return. So I'm just putting in 35. Then the RAM was 35. We have a total of 508 in the price, and I have the old plus the used equals the half of the price being the old. So we cut the price in half times 0.75 used. So $250 times 0.75 is $187 probably, and you might be able to get that. I don't know. But me personally, I was thinking my PK price was going to be about $150. That's, you know, obviously we paid a lot more for all of this when they were all brand new, but they're used, they're out of date, and almost obsolete. So $150. Now, if we, just by chance, let's go over here and let's click on used. Look at that. $40 for the case. So I just want to see what it looks like. So if we come over here, whoops, I did not mean to open that. I think I just opened this. Yes, I did. We'll get out of there. Okay, so if we come over here, We have $40 used for the case, even though I found it cheaper through Amazon. So we have $40 there. For the motherboard, used. Oh my gosh. It's still way more, but $188. Let's come over to our notepad. $188. It's more than it was new on sale. This is sad. Go used. $79 for the CPU. $79. And then we have our RAM, which is same price. So we're not even going to change the RAM. So the RAM, 35, and this, still going to call it 30, well, not 25, 35. So if we total these up, we have 40 plus 188 plus 79 plus 70, effectively, 377. Now, if we take that at half price, divide by 2, that's 185, and then we multiply by 0.75. We get 141. Not much of a difference, but there is a little bit of difference. So if we took those new numbers, we would have 188, or I'm sorry, excuse me, we would have 141, and then maybe a PK price of 120. How's that? Does that look better? All right. $120. Maybe I'll ask 130. Kind of cut it in between the two. All right, well, that's kind of it. I am just going to do some cable manage on this. I might actually log in here and get all the updates done just so it is up to date. And that way there's no problems. But other than that, this video is wrapped up. And I guess I had all my outros saying earlier in this video. So until next time, guys, take care.